Alright, so take two. Some days it's hard, folks. Hello, folks, and welcome to another video. Second time I said that this morning. I hope this one finds you in good spirits. I've got a Hangar Queens episode for you today, featuring one of the largest queens in my hangar. This is the Boeing 737-600 by PMDG, the only PMDG aircraft that I own in the sim. I wouldn't consider myself a PMDG fanboy. I don't need to purchase every variant that they produce. The 600 does me just fine, particularly considering it's the cheapest one. Or at least it was when I bought it. I think it was like $35 or something, which I thought was excellent value. Resplendent in the Singapore Airlines livery. Now, the old Singapore Airlines livery, I don't think Singapore ever flew the Dash 600. Someone can chime in and tell me I'm wrong, but I very much doubt it. But because this is a simulator and because we have creative folks painting liveries, we are able to fly Singapore Airlines livery stuck on the top of the Boeing 737-600. So that's what we're going to do. And that livery may give you some idea about where we begin our journey today. Well, let's have a look at the flight plan. And if you'd guessed that we begin our journey in Singapore, then well done you. That wasn't exactly a stretch. And can I just say in advance, the birds are in full voice this morning. I will try and minimise the background noise, but this is going to be one of those days. I'm quite certain of that. It has begun early, and I suspect it will continue. Begin our journey in Changi International Airport. Beautiful Changi, one of my favourite airports in all of the world, if not my favourite. We're going to fly Sid out of Singapore. A couple of little dog legs there. We're flying the Veni 3 Bravo Sid, and then taking up airways of some description across the blue stuff, across the Java Sea, before we get to country of Indonesia, specifically the island of Bali. We're going to fly a Sid down at runway 09 at Bali International there at Denpasar. Whiskey Alpha Delta Delta is the plan. Flight time, almost 3 hours for us today. Fairly light winds, so expecting some pretty decent weather en route. Cruising at 370, journey of 936 nautical miles. It's been a long time since I've flown this bird, so I thought that's good enough reason to take her out of the hangar and give her a fly. Got updated a couple of days ago. I've just updated it. I won't look at the changelog. If you're into the changelog for this aircraft, go to the PMDG website or wherever you get your changelogs and check it out. Anyway, folks, that's the plan. Singapore down to Bali, 737-600. Let's do it. All right, lined up runway 20 centre here in Singers. That's a nice scene. Beautiful lighting here. I think we're pretty much right to go. I should probably check the lights. Landing lights could be helpful. We'll take the taxi light off. I think everything else there is right. I think, although the yaw damper's not on. that would help. The dog's giving her feedback and probably alerting me to something here that is obvious to you watching the video, but is not to me. And obvious to a dog and not to me. Now that's some next level obvious, isn't it? I'll get Jude to help me. Now, what I've got here is the RS First Officer plug-in thing. It's a checklist, essentially. It's a customised checklist. And what you'll need to do, because I don't actually have Jude visible, you'll have to use your imagination here, folks, but considering you've already landed on my channel, you're used to that. And the imagination, you'll have to imagine that I've called Jude on the phone and you're hearing her on speakerphone. Okay? You're hearing Jude on speakerphone in a flight simulation video. You got it? Good. Let's do this.
Before takeoff checklist.
Thanks, Jude.
V speeds.
V speeds. They look like they're in.
Checked.
Flaps.
Flaps looks like they're set for 5.
Flaps 5.
Thank you.
Briefing.
Briefing, we'll consider it done.
Complete.
Or complete.
Before takeoff checklist complete. awaiting takeoff clearance.
Alright, let's assume we have takeoff clearance due because the viewers are getting impatient.
Takeoff clearance received.
Yep.
Cabin crew.
Cabin crew probably need to be pinged or something. Do you do that like that? I think so.
Advised.
Strobe lights.
Oh, strobe lights back up here. Strobies. Yeah, we're good.
On.
Landing lights.
Landing lights are on, yep.
On.
Transponder.
Transponder. That's a good one. I didn't do that, did I? We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4.
TA. RA.
Yep.
Takeoff runway.
Takeoff runway is 20 centre.
Confirmed.
Or confirmed.
Takeoff checklist complete. Let's roll.
Let's roll indeed, Jude. Now I think we're good, right? Landing lights. What's going on there? If I change the view, I see the landing lights. What's going on here? Okay, that's quite weird. Flap set, trim set, auto brakes RTO, we've got auto throttle arm, flight directors are on, LNAV, VNAV, all that sort of stuff. I think the only thing left to do is to hit the... Where's the magic screw? There's a magic screw here, isn't there? Or is it there? Let's do it. Bring that throttle in. Call that power set. Derated takeoff. Where have the landing lights gone? Yeah, not sure what's going on there. 80 knots. Are you going to call anything out, Jude, or what?
100 knots.
Oh, there you go. 100, thank you. Or checked. And we'll rotate about here. Here we go. Oh, she's heavy. Well, feels heavy to me anyway. No positive brake call? Alright. Retrim. We'll get Georgie engaged pretty early here, I think. Feels completely different to the little bug smash that I've just been flying. Or recently flying anyway. It's the first flight of the day, the old fella. Should get some acceleration happening soon, shouldn't we, Georgie? 230, there we go, champ. Nicely done. We'll pitch down for you. Following the bars. And we'll go. Flaps all the way up at this point. So we accelerate through to 230 knots. We'll get Georgie engaged by clicking that button. Command B. Now to 250 knots, thank you, sir. I think we're pretty much good. The auto brakes can come back to off. I think we've done that correctly. It felt like it. There you go, safely away. There's Singapore. No add-on scenery installed here at all, folks. Kind of a waste anyway, flying it at night, personally. But as Georgie begins the first of several turns that he has to make to get us safely out of Singapore airspace. Here we go. Folks, about 3 hours worth of flying to do, so longish flight for me, but it'll be a nice short video for you. That's what a 20 to 30 minute mark, something like that. I'll join you in the cruise. I'll make something up to talk about. Join you for an approach segment. Make something more up to talk about. And then we'll touch down in Bali. That's the plan, folks. Alright, settle nice in the cruise. Flight level 370. Everything's going pretty well. Just let me bring up my thing where I can get the mouse in the right place. My little NavMat VR panel-y thing. This is where we are. We're doing 458 over the ground. So we've got a light headwind component. About 650 miles from touchdown, an hour and 25 minutes away from landing into Bali. But yeah, that's where we are. Everything's going really well. The aircraft is performing admirably, and the weather is good, and yeah, life's not too bad at present. Except for the sad news that's come through as I've I don't know what you guys do during the cruise portion of your flights, but I occasionally check in with the outside world. And sad news has come through that the great Tina Turner has passed away overnight. Tina Turner, 83 years young she was, and so that's a good knock. It's a good innings for Tina. I haven't seen her anywhere, TV, film, anything for quite a long time. I'm not entirely sure whether she sort of retired from entertainment due to illness. I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen what the cause of death is. I just saw it pop up very quickly. Tributes flow for, and in the way I saw it, it was just the letter T. Tributes flow for T, and I'm thinking, oh bloody hell, who's carked it now? Tina Turner. Tina Turner is will be always synonymous with the Australian football code called rugby league. Rugby league. She provided the theme song for at least one season, maybe more. Back in the 80s, maybe early 90s, I want to say. Her classic track, and she had many classic songs, didn't she? But her classic that was played in the rugby league was Simply the Best. And for those of you that have no idea of what I'm talking about, let me show you what I mean. And don't say I don't provide value on this channel, folks. Some days the flying is incidental. Today is one of those days. Here she is, Tina, singing Simply the Best, the theme song for the 1991 season of the New South Wales Rugby League, when it was known as the Winfield Cup. All right, we'll just leave it there in case I get pinged for copyright violations. But, geez, that brought back some memories, I got to tell you. Good players in that little compilation there. 1991, fellow Australians might be able to chime in and remind me who won the premiership. I'm going to take a guess that it was Penrith. The Penrith Panthers back in the day when Royce Simmons was playing. But I could be a year or two out, I'm not sure. But anyway, there you go, folks. Tina Turner, R.I.P. He'll be sorely missed. They didn't make many like you. All right, getting close to our top of descent, folks. 27 nautical miles away. We'll be there in a jiffy. Probably need to start thinking about some descent planning, and a part of the descent planning should be a check of the expected weather at the field, which is Whiskey Alpha Delta Delta Waddy. Now we're expecting an easterly breeze 9 knots, pretty much straight down the strip. That's lovely. Good viz. Clouds few at 1700. Runway 09 is what we planned before we departed. Runway 09 holds true. You may be wondering, you may have noticed that, and if you haven't, I've just called it out for you, so you will now notice, the textures on the panel here in the VC are a little worn, aren't they? That's deliberate. That's not an error. It's a feature, not a bug. I'll provide a link to it in the description. I had to get these from Discord. The guy that's done them has also posted some stuff to the .to, but he didn't have the ones for the 600 variant up there. I had to actually go to the Discord and download them. It's quite a large download, like half a gig or something worth of textures. Easy enough to install. Just drop it in a community folder and you get some stuff, and you get some character. Is how I describe it. Have a look. The FMC looks a little bit, yeah, used, doesn't it? Character, folks. The throttle. Look at that. That's. I like it. This is the sort of stuff that I like to install. I don't like brand new, straight out off the factory floor stuff. I like aircraft that look like they're used, including on the outside. Although this one is not in any way a dirty livery. It's a pretty clean looking livery. But if you want some VC texturing, some VC characters in your VC textures, there'll be a link to this particular package. There are a few that have been released over the course of time for this series of aeroplanes, but this is the latest one that I found. Right, down through about 13,000 is where we're at the moment, folks. Island of Bali appears before us. I want to say that Indonesia received an update as part of the last world update. I want to say that, but I don't remember. Anyway, it looks alright to me. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Completely uneventful flight, apart from the earlier news of Tina Turner's demise. Got me thinking and got me reflecting on death. Not that I need much help in that respect. But, yeah, so what happens after we depart this mortal coil? And the older I get, the less I know about that. There's a lot of people who are damn sure about what happens. I have absolutely no idea. I've read a lot of perspectives, I've heard a lot of perspectives. I've held quite a few perspectives during the course of my life, but at this point, I don't know. I'll find out when I get there. On that somber note, I'll see you for the final stages of the approach down into Bali. Alrighty, on final stages of the approach here, folks. Runway 09, Denpasar Airport, 12 o'clock from here. We'll give Georgie a break. Thanks, champ. Yeah, that's the sound I should be hearing. No worries, hand fly from this point forward. How's our flap situation? Alright, we can go flaps 10. I feel a little bit high for mine. Get rid of that flight director because I can. I'll take gear at this stage, thank you.
2500.
Thank you, sir. So 134 is our VREF at flaps 30. I'll take this opportunity, folks, to say thank you for your support. It is very much appreciated. Thanks for all the interactions, questions, comments, feedback, corrections. All very much appreciated. Look, I don't expect this video to get too much attention, too many views. When I fly the heavies, we normally get a couple of hundred views on the videos. So I think there are my own admittance that there are probably better channels that show off the heavies a little better, or should I say better virtual aviators that make better videos featuring these aircraft. But I fly what I feel like flying, folks, and if it gets 200 views, 2,000 views, it's all good from my perspective. I had someone ask on the Discord the other day what people could do to support the channel, apart from or above liking and subscribing and that sort of stuff. Simply enjoy the videos, folks. That's the greatest support that you can provide to me. I'm not in it for anything else, any other reason. 140 knots, and we'll take final stage. Flaps 30. Thanks, mate. A little bit low now. I need a little bit of power to get us there. Wind is straight down the strip. A little bit slow. Thanks, mate. I like the call-outs.
Approaching minimums.
Thank you. Getting a little high now. Runway 09 Bali, folks.
Minimums.
We're going to continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, a little bit firm. And a little bit to the left of the old centerline as well. Into reverse. Yeah, not going to win any awards with that landing, but we'll take it after a long time out of the 737 saddle. That'll have to do. Folks, thanks for your company in another video. Just as the birds decide to provide their feedback, I guess I should be appreciative that they were quiet during the final approach. Thanks for your company, folks. Until we next meet, stay safe, enjoy your simming, and bye for now.